Grabbing the boards like, I'ma go coast to coast, I'm on beats like do-si-do. They don't wanna go toe-to-toe, step into my court, you get put in the poster. We ain't talk to nobody if you ain't with the smoke. Run up on me, watch your ankles get broke.
Yo, what up, it's your boy JDMC, and today I'm just going to go through all the trades that have happened so far, and just cover that and give my opinion before free agency starts. So it's looking like it's going to be an interesting off-season, so yeah, we'll cover all the trades that have happened so far, and then we'll go from there. So the first one is good news for us Lakers fans. The Lakers and OKC Thunder are closing a deal to send Dennis Schroeder to LA for Danny Green and the number 28 pick. We do lose some defense with Danny Green. Dennis Schroeder adds us that third scoring option with 18 points a game last year, so I do think this is beneficial. We're just going to have to make some moves around that KCP contract situation and Rondo and Avery Bradley, but we'll see what happens. I like this news for the Lakers. The next one, the Bucks receive Drew Holiday and the Pelicans receive Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and I believe it's 3 future first round picks, which is the same as what the Lakers gave up for Davis. So the Pelicans have got a lot of picks now, and I do like this deal for the Bucks. I think this is sort of hinting at Giannis staying long term, so we'll see what happens with that, because obviously Drew Holiday is one of the best, probably the best defending guard in the league. And they also get Bogdan Bogdanovic for Dante DaVincenzo. I can't say that name, sorry. Ilyasova and DJ Wilson. I like this trade as well. They do give up DJ Wilson, who I think had a lot of potential. And obviously Dante was an explosive scorer, but I think this is a good return for what they gave, and I do think it's gonna help fit into their system with what they've got now. And the next one's the big one. So the Suns get Chris Paul, and the Thunder get Rubio, Kelly Oubre Jr., Jerome, and that guy, and 2 second-round picks. I heard a take on this. I forgot who said it, but I 100% agree with it. I think this is extremely beneficial for the Suns. I think this will be their bridge from them going from a young team to maybe a playoff contender. But for Chris Paul's sake, like, he's at the tail end of his career. He's still getting paid a lot of money, so he's good with that aspect. But I don't think he's going to get a chip in the Suns, and I don't think any of us are thinking he's going to get a chip in the Suns in the next year or two. So I don't know how that works out for him, and putting that icing on the cake by getting a ring in his career. But who knows? I like the fit. The next one, I think this is the most underrated one, and I think people aren't talking about this enough. So the Rockets get Trevor Ariza, 2020 and 2021 first round picks, and the Blazers get Robert Covington. So now the Blazers have Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, who are crazy scorers, and now they add that wing defender who can mark the LeBrons, Kawhis, Giannis's. This is crazy, and don't be surprised if the Blazers are maybe a top 4 seed going into next year. And the next one, no one cares about that. You can read it on screen, but no one really cares. And Demar Derozan will pick up his $27 million player option, so it looks like he's going to stay with the Spurs unless some trade and sign happens, but at this stage it's looking like Derozan will stay with the Spurs. There was the Lakers talks, but after we got Dennis, I don't know how that will sort of go down anymore, but who knows. And this is interesting. So the Celtics actually tried to give up Gordon Hayward and 3 first round picks for Drew Holiday. I do think that the deal they got from the Bucks was probably a little bit better, so I understand that, but that's interesting knowing that the Celtics are putting Gordon Hayward on the table. I've said this for like the whole year. I've got a Celtics mate. They need to trade Gordon Hayward and some picks for Steven Adams from the Thunder. Thunder will get the picks they want for their rebuild, and Steven Adams is a missing piece for the Celtics, maybe being the top East team, but obviously with KD and Kyrie now, who knows, and the Bucks. And these are some players who declined their player options. So Rondo, Bradley, KCP. It's interesting to see what happened with them with the Lakers situation. I'm really hoping we can get KCP back with his bird rights, but we'll see what happens. Wesley Matthews does look like an option for the Lakers if those other 3 sort of don't go to plan. And Jeremy Grant could help a team. I'm not sure what rumors are going on about where he's going to go, but he could help a team. And I do think Chris Dunn still has a lot of upside, and Robin Lopez is Robin Lopez. And here's the interesting part. The Brooklyn Nets are rising on the list of teams James Harden would want to land if they traded. I personally don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, all the talent in the world, but those 3 dudes all need the ball. We're obviously seeing KD fit into the Warriors system, but that's a bit different because they can play off ball, Curry and Clay, but This is going to be interesting. I don't like it. I think they could win, but I just don't like it, for some reason. But then more information has come out about this. We've got James Harden then turned down a $50 million extension with the Rockets to pursue a trade for the Nets. So at this stage, it looked like everything was happening. Like, James Harden turned down the biggest one-year contract ever. It got rumored and reported that he wants to go to the Nets or even Philly. But then this came out. The Rockets aren't interested in dealing James Harden to Brooklyn unless they get KD or Kyrie in return, which I think makes a trade not happen, because wasn't it the point to get all three of them? I mean, if you give up Kyrie for James Harden, you still have Dinwiddie and all that, so the Nets could still be a crazy team, but I think they're going to run it with KD and Kyrie, and I don't think they're going to get James Harden unless they can have that trio. But the situation is really interesting, and we'll keep an eye on it as it unfolds going into free agency. And then to finish up this video, this is a new report saying that Houston and Washington have discussed a deal that would send Russell Westbrook to DC and John Wall to Houston. I haven't really thought about this one too much. We don't know the state of Houston if they get rid of Harden, so I don't know how. I think John Wall and Harden could be nice together, but they both need the ball. But yeah, we'll have to see how things around these two unfold for this trade to make maybe some more sense. I have also heard Charlotte and Knicks are looking to make a deal for Westbrook, and I think Westbrook should go to the Knicks. Like, the Knicks are a meme, but Westbrook can just go there, do his thing. No one's going to expect them to win, so I don't know. We'll see how that unfolds. But yeah, that's everything. Comment down what you think about these trades and what you think teams should do or what they done wrong. Also leave down who you think are the biggest winners and losers of this so far. I think the biggest winners are probably the Lakers with Schroeder. I think the Bucks definitely took a step up, and definitely the Blazers have got a lot better. So that's interesting. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll keep making more videos going into free agency and covering all of that. So yeah, peace.